It's a ferry trip of just a few seconds to the island community of Abai, a place marooned more by history than geography. It's a tiny patch of land in the city of Sokcho, where refugees from the Korean War set up home after fleeing south. In a community centre nearby, survivors of that journey meet for their regular afternoon session of stew and rice liquor. Park Kyu-sun left his home in northeastern North Korea in 1950, aged 16. Frightened that the advancing Northern Army would conscript him.
I told my father not to worry. I'd only be gone 15 to 20 days. He was 60 years old. He told me, you never know what might happen.
In the intervening years, North and South Korea have staged reunions of separated family members, but as tensions rose under the hardline administration of former South Korean President Lee Myung-bak, they stopped. President Lee's successor, Park Geun-hye, has set out a different twin-track approach, tough on military and nuclear matters, but promising engagement on separated families, inter-Korean tourism and humanitarian aid. Trust politique, she calls it. But trust has been ebbing throughout her first weeks in office, as North Korea issued streams of threats and shut down, at least for now, the Kaesong Joint Industrial Zone, the last remaining vestige of real cooperation.
The dialogues are available at any time, but if we had a dialogue, we firmly hope that it would be some substantial one for solving problems. As with separated families issues, I think suggestion of talks will likely be made at an appropriate time.
But the top national security advisor to the previous South Korean president says humanitarian aid can free up resources for North Korea to use elsewhere.
If we provide too much of food assistance to the North Koreans, when there is no famine, like this year or last year, it could be tantamount to subsidizing, their nuclear programs, missile programs.
Park Geun-hye has cultivated a reputation for being a conviction politician. Her government says she stands ready to fulfill her campaign pledge and engage and build trust on the peninsula. That will be difficult under what passes for normal circumstances here, let alone in the midst of the worst crisis in relations for many years. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera, Seoul.